Well, Bill, we were talking about something earlier. I want to jump into this. Okay, in this episode, why? Because I touched on it. I want to do a joke on it. I don't know how. Why do Americans? I don't know if it's Americans. Why do people hate billionaires? Is it because? Okay, is it because they just? I guess this is what I'm thinking. Is since people are stupid, they're just seeing the billionaire as a billionaire. They're just seeing Jeff Bezos as the guy who's got a fucking $1 trillion and does Amazon. They're not seeing that guy dropped out of school, like worked for McDonald's and then started Amazon out of his garage. They're not seeing that. Now they're hating him about jumping in his rocket, going into space, hanging out.
Well, they're also kind of hating on him because he makes his truck drivers drive like 20 hours a fucking night, doesn't he?
I mean,
was at Walmart.
I'm sure. Yeah. No, they said he treats his like workers like shit, but then it's like, you know,
you can't do that though, Paul. You can't do that. You're already going to get shit.
I'll be honest with you. I love a billionaire. I like a billionaire. That's who I want to find. I like millionaires and billionaires. That's it.
Just straight across the board? Listen, you don't care how they got it. No, you don't care how they got it?
Listen, if there's a drug kingpin who was killing, I'm talking about somebody that worked their way up and is now sitting on a fucking yacht in fucking, you know, on the coast somewhere because they fucking did it. And the guy's just crushing life. I fucking love that guy. I want to go to a casino.
No, I don't begrudge somebody's success. That's a bad look. It's a bad look.
Rich.
Did you see that thing they said about that Tesla dude? They said this guy has enough money to feed the world, and he goes, "Okay, give me a plan." And then they shut up.
No, they said, they said if Elon Musk gave like $6 billion or something, he could feed the world. And he goes, "All right, I'm going to give you the check for $6 billion, but just lay out in detail what you're going to do," and then nothing.
Do you realize how much money it would cost to make sure that money wasn't stolen before it got to the hungry people?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they demonize these rich guys. And, you know, I don't know. They just like, there's only one way to get rich is that you're a complete fucking piece of shit. And it's just like, I mean, that's not true. But I think it's, well, yet again, it just makes somebody feel better. So I wouldn't like myself, dude. I would not like myself if it made me feel better just to see somebody get taken out, regardless of innocence or guilt, just because I didn't like where my life was at. And like that was my entertainment. Because the reality is, Paul, in all these cases, I hope somebody's innocent because I wouldn't want what they're being accused of to be done to somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, it's a crazy fucking thing. So I'm sure what we just said will be fucking taken out of context. But I don't give a shit, dude. Because you know what are you gonna do? But I mean, I do give a shit. But
no, it's not. It shouldn't be taken out of context. We basically said the pieces of shit should be away, but you got to really find out facts and find out what's going on before you open your mouth. And you shouldn't have a fucking parade on somebody's fucking crumbling and somebody's fall from grace. You know, and it's a projection. It's a projection of people that aren't motivated. You know, dude, I remember the resentment that I got in the comedy community. Oh, we're letting it all hang out now, Bill. I remember the resentment that I got in the comedy community when I was a young man I was in my late 20s, my early 20s and stuff. And I got married and I had kids and I saw comedians treat me different. I always say, I remember this one comedian come up and go, "Hey, Verzi, what do you got, like 6 kids now?" And I was like, "No, still 2. Just 2, but you want what I have. You want what I have. Don't fucking don't do this. Don't do it."
Oh, that's hilarious. What do you got, like 6 kids now?
Yeah, because I was like 30, like Sophia was just born. Sophia was just born, so I had my son and my daughter. "Hey, Verzi, what do you got, like 6 kids now?" And it was like, no, you live in a studio in fucking New York City, and I fucking have a life.
You go home to nothing.
Go home to nothing, you fucking nobody. You don't do, yeah, maybe you wish you had 6 kids. You have no kids, you fucking loser. Oh, I don't care. You know what I mean? And I felt that.
No, there's nothing wrong with having no kids, but don't fucking that I have passive aggressive shit. Well, I mean, that's something for the listeners, dude. You can know that as you work your way up, people are gonna get weird, Paul.
Yeah.
They're going to get weird. I told you some stories this week about a guy who got a little fucking weird with me. People just get fucking weird.
You told me, dude, I got to be honest with you, man. Not to pat you on the back too much, but dude, everything you've said to me in this business has like oddly just happened in whether it takes years or months, it's happened. And like you said to me one time, I remember after the special, you go, yeah, dude, there's going to be an adjustment. There's going to be an adjustment for you because more people are going to know you. You kind of leveled up. And I'm going like, what's he talking about, dude? And the special came out and I got more notoriety and I just it was like a weird thing. And I remember being like, dude, am I like, and you were right about it. But you know what it comes down to, Bill? It's a projection. Everything is a projection of where people are in their fucking lives. That's really what it is.
A lot of times, but I'm not saying that everything like that broad brush shit is what people have to stop doing. Like sometimes, sometimes it is what they're saying it is. Sometimes it isn't. And all I'm saying is that both sides deserve equal coverage, because the court of public opinion is like you just let the prosecution talk. And it's over. And it's just like, I wouldn't want that done to me. I don't want that done to anybody. So what I'm really pleading for here is for people to be a little more rational. And dude, this is not a fucking rational time with, just like, first of all, for how long women weren't allowed to come forward. Or if they came forward, nobody did anything. So that was, was a horrible fucking thing that happened.
What's the penalty
so
for
you
liars,
knew that
Bill?
Huh?
What's the penalty for liars? What's the penalty if you do accuse somebody and it didn't happen? Because you know what? I don't find anything happening to those people. I find that person getting.
Well, I told you that guy ended up saying something sexist. Dude, I had somebody who brands themselves a fucking liberal, bleeding heart liberal. It's a long story, but came in and was just, fucking asking me all these goddamn questions like a jerk off. And at one point they pointed to my father-in-law and goes, who's this? Is this your sober buddy? And I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, well, why did you know? It's my father-in-law. Why did you think that? What, because he's black? So you thought immediately he had a substance abuse problem?
Yeah.
Which is to me, like, I mean, so many of these people, these white people that call themselves liberal, they're so... They labeled themselves woke. They labeled, like, their credits were given to them by themselves. So I really wish I had the presence of mind in that moment. Well, I just wanted to get away from the person. Like they just had this really negative energy. I just kind of yeah, and I just walked away. Then afterwards, I thought about it. I was like, sober buddy, what the fuck did that mean?
What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
And this is a person that is constantly taking people to task about their own fucking behavior. So, Paul.
Well, that's what it is. See, you know what? I was trying to enjoy my fucking tea. Okay, I'm a little under the weather. It's my birthday.
Sorry.
Here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing, man. Here's the
thing, dude. Paul, I got to take you to task. I got to take you to task about something.
All right, let me just
get this index finger down.
Let me just get this point.
Put the finger down.
So I'll point at you. I'll point at your square. No, yeah. I think that a lot of people, like they were saying, like that people that point shit out and call shit out actually have their skeletons in the closet. Like I heard somebody that was talking something about Dave Chappelle's special and Dave Chappelle being this and phobic this and all that. And then they looked at one of those person's Twitter and they were saying the most horrible, racist shit, using words against Asians, the worst words against anything, like using the worst slurs against all of these groups. That person was doing it, yet they were the first person out there with a fucking sign and a pitchfork yelling at somebody about their comedy special. So I think there's truth to what you said. I think that people that have their shit like to...
I don't think it's always like that. Like, you know that thing, I always thought it was funny that if somebody has a loud car or a loud motorcycle, they say, oh, it's because they got a little dick. The joke I used to do is like, if I had a little dick, I wouldn't be attracting all this attention because I know how the show's going to end.
Yeah, what if he's got a fucking hog on?
Everybody look at me. Bum, 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 down. I'd fucking pull up on a scooter.
Yeah. If you got a big dick,
I would have no, if I had a fucking little teeny weeny, I'd have no false advertising whatsoever. I would pull up, I would walk there. How'd you get here? On foot.